So in this video, we're going to create a smart contract for a small, tiny logistics operation. Now to begin, you just need to describe the entire workflow in plain English. So I have a logistics operation and I would like to ship out packages from the warehouse to the courier and then to the end user. Also, let's add also that the end user should be able to confirm deliveries. Generate. So using AI, we were able to create a good starting point for our delivery operation, but let's see if it actually is correct. So we first need to see the transitions. So you can see that the workflow at the moment consists of 3 states for each package. So each package can be either in warehouse, with the courier, or delivered. Now, the transitions to move between those states are written here: register package, send to courier, and deliver to end user. Now, I will also add here a fourth one. So let's say the delivery is now confirmed, and I will change the confirmed delivery to actually go to the new state confirmed. So this adds maybe more distinction between all of the important states for your asset. Now remember, I said that the user should be able to actually pay the courier for the delivery. So let's see how we can make this work. First of all, we need a variable for the payment. So let's add something like the price. So now we have a price for each package. So when we register the package, it makes sense to also register the price of the delivery. So let's add it here. This is the delivery fee for that package. Now you can also see a bunch of interesting things going on here. So for each transition, you can have more actions to take place. So you can say that the access can be restricted. In this case, I restricted it to the warehouse. So only the wallet belonging to the warehouse can register packages. You can also add validations here, for example, for the name and price property. You can add conditions here. This is for conditional routing. And then you can also do calculations. This means that you can calculate some kind of variables here. But let's leave it like it is at the moment. So let's move to send courier. So when the warehouse again decides to hand out the package to the courier, we then receive the tracking number, and also we assign it to a specific wallet belonging to the courier. That means that this package now has a property called courier that has a address set. So which means again that when we deliver to the end user, you can see here that the access will be restricted only to the courier. So only the courier can execute deliver to end user transition. And the courier, by the way, was set in this transition. All right, let's move further. So you can see that, okay, deliver to end user is up to the courier to say. And then we say that the user can also confirm deliveries. Now, remember we set the price property as a new property for this package. So now we can use that property. And let's add a payment here from the caller, which will be the end user, right? Because the end user will be executing this transition to the courier. That's the package current courier in the value of price. And then we will now have a payment as well executed with this transition. So we see here that sometimes when you use AI, it's not perfect. It's creating something. So we are living in this era of interesting hallucinations sometimes. So which means this calculation, for example, delivery confirmed, is not necessary. It was necessary actually when we just had one state, so we don't really know, is it delivered with confirmation or just delivered? But because we added another state, we really don't need this delivery property anymore, confirmed delivery property. So let's remove it from the set of properties of the package. Yes, let's remove this property, delivery confirmed. Perfect. All right. So that's our very simple logistics smart contract. You can of course extend it further and further. You can say, okay, return the package. And say that, you know, when it's after it's returned, it will actually go back to the warehouse, right? Yeah, we can leave it in as well. So access we can restrict only to the end user. And voila. By the way, one thing here is missing, right? Because when the end user is confirming the delivery, we don't really know who is the end user. So sometimes maybe it doesn't, you know, matter, because maybe the check for the correct person actually happens offline, you know, between the courier and the user. But in this case, you can also actually add a parameter here when registering the package to say also that the end user who, you know, ordered the package, this is his wallet. You know, so basically that means that when we are now adding new packages into our contract, then there are 3 parameters that need to be set for each package: name, the price, and also the address of the wallet of the end user. All right, perfect. So next step would be to test the smart contract. You can choose various blockchains here, for example, Polygon. You can choose also the currency, so that would be the, because it detected that there's a payment going on, you know, in one of the transactions or transitions, excuse me. Then you can actually say that this payment is in various different currencies, but it only can be in one specific currency because it will be encoded inside the smart contract. Right, so now we're all done. What you can also do further would be to say that, okay, each package really is an NFT. So there's various extensions here which can be used for smart contracts, but I guess in this case, for a tiny logistics operation, a tiny example, let's at this time not actually, you know, say that the package is an NFT. Right. Okay, so our smart contract is now deployed on blockchain, and it's time to test it out. So when you deploy a smart contract to the blockchain with Toolbox, you actually have here a history of all the deployments. So here's mine, and you can always view the snapshot of this version by checking the specification, and you can run these ones. So let's run the latest build. Right, so this is a test marketplace. So it's a very simple marketplace generated specifically for this contract now. So we're going to register new packages. You know, remember each package needed 3 parameters. So let's give it a name. We give it a delivery fee. So it will be, let's say, 0.001 USDC. The end user. I will here actually use my own wallet. And we register the package. So here you can see a couple of interesting things. First of all, you see that now I have here on the left hand side, I have one package, which is in a status in warehouse. Here on the right hand side, you can see the package name, and you can also see the familiar workflow that we just created. But it's highlighting now the in warehouse status, which means that you can now move it further. So by clicking this send to courier, we can now execute the transition to move the package to the courier. You can also see this is the up-to-date information at the moment of that package. I mean, there's no tracking number, for example. The courier is right now empty. We have price, delivery price. We have the end user, the addressee, and we have an ID for that token. Now, this is the history in blockchain. So we can see it evolving over time, but at this time we only have one entry here, which is the mint entry for that token. So let's send it to the courier. For this, we need the courier wallet address, because they need to then manage the token further. And we also have a tracking number. So let's say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As a courier now, I can execute the finalization operation, which is that the package will be considered as delivered. Right, and in the end, it's up to the user now to really say, okay, I confirm the delivery, but the user also needs to perform a payment. So the price is given here, and then we execute the payment. So what? Now going back to the workflow, I noticed that we have one step actually missing, which is to be able for the courier to say what is the expected end date of or delivery date of that parcel. Let's add it now. So first of all, we're going to need to add a date here. Let's add a custom attribute called delivery date of type date. And then in the courier status, we'll say that we can say update delivery estimate, and say that the parameter is the delivery date, and then access, of course, needs to be restricted to the courier. Here's the simple workflow. Thank you for watching. See you at the next one.